Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Bear Sonic. This is actually the first time I'm using my own voice to narrate a video, but in fact, I have secretly used my voice for mixing before. I wonder if anyone noticed that. Today's topic, as you can see from the thumbnail, is about people saying that my music is AI slop, in other words, AI generated music. Let me start with the conclusion. All about my music is composed by me. I write my own melodies and it is not AI music. And each track took me a lot of time to create. I will explain my creative process shortly, but before that, I'd like to take this opportunity to properly introduce my channel. If you are not interested, feel free to skip ahead. You can tap the timeline. Why is my channel called Bear Sonic? Because I like bears, and the second part comes from sound plus unique, or soul plus unique. Both interpretation work. In fact, I have had a connection with music since I was very young, something I will share more about in the future. So I have always wanted to pursue something related to music, but due to time and real life constraints, I never really pursued it. That changed in 2024 when I tried learning piano at a music studio. Unfortunately, the studio closed for certain reasons, and I eventually stopped practicing. It was also related to something happening in my personal life. Still, my dream of music never left me. Not long after, I suddenly had a thought, why don't I create my own music? That's when I decided to start a music channel. While I was figuring out how to make music, Suno appeared, and it really sparked my curiosity. Suno AI music amazed me. Just by entering text, you could generate music. I became obsessed and started producing like crazy. I ended up making 21 AI generated tracks. The first 21 songs on my channel are all AI music. But about a month later, I suddenly lost motivation. This wasn't the kind of music channel I wanted. I wanted to be like a real musician, discussing music production, composition, musical expression, not prompt engineering. It felt empty, so I stopped my channel immediately. I decided to start over and seriously learn music production and theory. I chose to begin with FL Studio, which has good reviews, and started learning from scratches. And after about a year, in June 2025, I gained some confidence and decided to finally start creating music again. On my YouTube backend, I had actually stopped uploading for a whole year. It might not look like that on my channel. It may seem like just a few months, but in reality, it was a full year. I also choose not to delete those AI tracks because I did spend both time and money creating them. Even though they are pieces I carefully selected and still think are good. Those 21 tracks will always be labeled as AI music, or some people say called AI slop. It feels a bit unfair, even a little bit cruel, to treat my past creation that way. So, in the future, when I improve my skill, I hope to remix them and give them a soul. They will also serve as a record of my dark history. Anyway, from June 2025 until now, my channel has gone through 3 seasons. Season 1 was my early exploration phase. I didn't know how to mix at all. I could only adjust volume and BPM. So you might hear harsh sounds and imbalance. Despite all the flaws, I still go back and listen to those tracks because they represent the purest version of me, creating purely by feeling. Sometimes I even forget how I made them, like they were written by someone else. I wonder if other music creators experience this too. In Season 2, I started learning mixing, EQ, filters, and so on, and began using more instruments. I also explored different genres like D&B, trance, and game music. One thing I am especially proud of is creating over 7 hours of a music novel, Bear Sonic Adventure 1-3. I spent 3 to 4 months composing nearly 70 tracks, including short loops of around 40 seconds. The videos may feel a bit long, but for me it was a valuable experiment. I discovered one of my future goals, telling stories through music. It was also during this season that I started reading comments. Some people even asked to use my music. I am truly deeply grateful for all your support. As a small channel, I don't have much feedback, and I don't have friends around me who understand music, so I have had to figure things out on my own. Your encouragement means a lot. It motivates me to keep going and reassure me that I am on the right path. In Season 3, I started receiving requests for remix. I began to feel that my music was slowly being recognized, so I accepted those requests and created like a Cuphead remix and a Once Upon a Time remix. So yeah, that's been my YouTube journey so far. Now, let's move on to the main topic, the Once Upon a Time remix, which has been questioned as AI music. I am now going to share my creative process. Before that, I want to explain why my remix style is the way it is. I really love the music from Undertale. Although I haven't personally played the game, I have watched others play it, and it feels a strong impression on me. I choose the annoying dog as a hidden boss concept because it always creates chaos and trouble. That became the scene behind my remix, using Once Upon a Time as the source material. My remix has 12 sections. The intro is in C major, the original key of the game. Then in Intro 2, it shifts to Silocrine mode, giving it a darker, more suspenseful tone with glockenspiel and heavy bass coming in, followed by drumsticks and an open hi-hat. In verse 1, the instruments become more game-like. In chorus 1, more instruments enter. In verse 2, the bass becomes more rhythmic and the lead changes to piano. In chorus 2, the melody is shortened, the bass becomes more bouncing, and the drums become heavier. In the break, I bring back the original melody, but play it on piano, making it more emotional. In verse 3, the suspense returns. This is the build-up. In chorus 3, the drums shift to a more EDM style, and the counter melody uses brighter, higher-pitched sounds. In break 2, I wanted a twist, so I experimented with changing the tempo and pitch into a slow build-up. In the final chorus 4, I wanted to convey a story where the hero turns the tide and defeats evil. I used the rising and falling dissonance background element as effects. Finally, the outro returns to the beginning of the story. That's my creative process and the result I wanted to share. I understand why people think my music is AI generated. The rise of AI has impacted many things. It makes real creators feel threatened and creates doubt among people. I feel that too. But on my channel, I want to create a friendly space where people can share and discuss creativity. At the very least, I want to make interesting music and make the world a bit more fun. Thank you to everyone who listens to my music and supports me. I hope all creators can make it through this AI era. May harmony watch over you. See you next time. Ciao.